What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I get these 10,000 steps in. Midtown Detroit. It's a great area, man. You know, I need to get over here and do walking more because I really like this area. And usually when I do walk over here, it be like the ins and outs of the side streets because I just kind of like the environment of it. I've called it rustic before. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I do feel like it's got a rustic charm to it. But when you come to the main streets of this area, it's a lot of shopping, a lot of restaurants. Shoot, I'm smelling some food right now. I think it's coming from that Joe Louis Southern Kitchen across the street. I've been saying for a while that I'm gonna check that place out, and then I'll forget about it. But smelling that cooking coming over there now got me like, I don't know. Might have to come check them out real soon. The topic at hand, though, we're gonna talk about women having options. I think women always have options. Even women that are below average, she's going to have options. In many cases, a woman that is below average may even have as many options as a below average man. And that sounds crazy, right? A below average woman can, not always, but can have as many options as a above average man. If it's a woman that's fairly attractive, she's got options, bro. So don't think you're the only guy she's talking to. You are not the only guy that's in her inbox. You are not the only guy trying to hit, all right? Just like you trying to smash, there's other dudes in her inbox trying to smash too. Never think for a second that you are some special, unique guy and she's giving all of her attention to you. She's not. You're texting her, you're inboxing her, she's responding to you, but understand she's likely responding to other dudes also. That's just the way that it is. So because that's the dynamic, if you're dating and you have other women who you're dealing with, I don't suggest you cut them off. Because why would you? She's got other people who she's talking to, so you should have other people who you're talking to as well. Don't be left looking goofy because you thought this was going somewhere that it wasn't. You got rid of all your plates thinking that you were going all in on her, and she's decided that one of the other guys she's been talking to is a better option than you, and that's who she gonna kick it with instead. Because now, you gotta go back to those other ones and be like, things didn't quite work out. And even if you don't use that particular wording, they're gonna know that's what it was. And nobody wants to feel like you're choosing them behind somebody else. If somebody else was your first pick and they're just a booby prize, if you will. So that's just not gonna work out. So what you do is you just go ahead and spin your plates. And where it goes from there, you decide where it goes from there. Oftentimes women, she's gonna be like, what are we? Where do we stand? And that's when you kind of, like fire the other chicks. And I know that sounds bad, but essentially that is what you're doing. If she doesn't bring that up, then you don't worry about it. You continue to date her, you continue to do whatever, see the other women that you're seeing, just, stay on what you're doing. Because you are acting in your own best interest, not in the best interest of her. So cutting her off because it's beneficial to her, cutting them off rather because it's beneficial to her doesn't make sense because she's not cutting off the guys that she's dealing with to be a benefit to you. So if she likes you enough, and this is out of the other guys that she's talking to, so this isn't that just, she just decided, I'm gonna be with you. No, she's been vetting you and the other guys And something about you, she's deemed you to be the best option. So eventually, after y'all have spent enough time together, been intimate enough times, whatever, she feels like she's got her hooks in you enough, she's going to, inevitably, it's coming from a woman. It is always going to come. What are we? Where do we stand? At that point, if you like her enough, then you can be like, okay, we can take this to the next level and be monogamous. Then, and only then, is when you be like, okay, I'm gonna cut off the other women that I've been dealing with because I'm gonna go ahead and be in a relationship with her. But you do it then and not before. Never do it before. Always assume that she has other men that are interested in her, because like I said, women always have options. This isn't a diss to women in any way, shape, or form. This is just the reality. Women always have options. Guys are always simping for women. They're always in their comments. They're always in their inbox. I have seen some of the corniest screenshots of dudes trying to shoot they shot. And I can't imagine any of this stuff ever works, but they be saying all this corny stuff anyway. Grand rising. Man, listen. If you one of them guys that say that, let me tell you, stop saying that. That line immediately turns women off, because usually guys who say that are weirdos. Guys who say that have kind of developed a reputation all on their own for just being weirdos. So if you use grand rising, you're automatically going to be disqualifying yourself. So if you've been saying grand rising and you wonder why women are not responding to you positively, that's why. You may be unknowingly putting yourself into this category. So to stop putting yourself in it, stop saying it. Now, you can't go back to the women that you've already given the ick and retract that. You've already messed that up. Once you've given women the ick, there's no un-icking yourself. So don't worry about the ones that you done already blew it with. Do better so that you don't keep blowing it with future prospects. But this is a strategy I recommend that men do so that they have the best possible outcome. If you have different ladies who you're talking to, that's okay. Continue to talk to them. As long as you're letting them know that right now you guys are not monogamous. I'm not saying to do this secretly. Let them know up front, these are the rules. I am seeing other women. And if they like you enough, they'll be okay with it. They understand that there's competition. And that competition, depending on the quality of guy that you are, can be healthy. Give her a little competition anxiety. She'll be a better version of herself for you because she's trying to outcompete the other women. So that's even more of an incentive to let her know you have others that you are dealing with. Because please believe, she's got others who she's dealing with. She may not admit it, because a lot of times women don't. They like to play like they're just single. They've been single for the last 2 years or whatever. Look, bro, don't ever fall for that nonsense. Somebody is hitting that. Always. Somebody is hitting that. She is not just sitting up there, an attractive woman, touching herself nightly because she doesn't have to. Listen, I've seen inboxes, okay? The way these guys be so thirsty is ridiculous. They be offering for her to come sit on his face. Just let me come over and let you do that, and then I'll just go home after. So they have guys that are saying stuff like this in their inbox. So do not kid yourself into thinking that, oh, she's not been doing anything with anybody in months. Oh, I haven't done anything with anybody in the last 6 or 7 months. BS, dude. Somebody is hitting that. Every single time. Somebody is hitting that. And I'll say it as many times as you need to hear it. Somebody is hitting that. I repeat this over and over because me telling you this needs to hit harder than her claim that she's not doing anything. That is a bold-faced lie, And the level of naive that you would have to be in order to believe that is just off the charts. Somebody is hitting the hat. But with that said, I think I have made my point on this particular topic. You guys leave me them comments. You know I'll read them. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.